to make it cost affordable for people to date the correct way, and also bring people who are sick of just meeting people and they don't have any intentions of dating. There's no more options. I'm taking options away from the game, right? That's kind of where we're at right now.
Right. Hello, Mr. Jackson.
What's up, Mrs. Allen? How are you?
All right. Very well. Very well. So, founder, CEO of Soulstice Dating Company.
Yes.
I commend you for having this quiet chat with your members so we can learn more about the business.
Well, before we start, let's give a shout out to the members.
Yes.
Thank you for being here tonight. Really appreciate that. Taking time out of your evening to join us. We can snap and do whatever we want to right now. But thank you for being here. I hope this conversation is very insightful. Let's get started.
All right, let's jump right in. Big question. Why did you start this company?
Because I have friends that always needed advice. And sometimes that advice, actually, most of the time, that advice actually worked out for me. And so I thought to myself, how can I impact people on a daily basis?
Right.
And I looked at kind of the pain points that were happening with people in the day-to-day on other applications and what they were saying about those other applications. And, God gives you talents. You have to use those talents or he takes them away from you.
Right.
And so I just got a pen and paper, collabed with some good people in my life, and decided, hey, why can't we build an application that covers all the bases and all the holes that are bringing people pain when it comes to dating? And so 3 years ago, the name, the process, the partnerships kind of just all came together. And Soulstice became what it is now. We're getting to a big mark where we're at, but I really wanted to help people. And even if I didn't know them, right? It's not good enough just to give your friends advice. Sometimes it's better to share it with the world, but you got to do it the right way. And so, I want to change the world. I want to help the world.
Awesome. Awesome. Blind dates, connecting soulmates. I like that. So where do you see in terms of optimization, are there new features for the platform? What's different than what's currently out there?
The biggest caveat right now is there's not a lot of authenticity and safety in right? Let's just call it what it is. Women do background checks on men before they even step out with them anywhere, right?
Right.
Man, we don't really care so much. But what we do care about is safety, right? And I think the most important parts was ensuring that we did background checks, ensuring that people were real, and then obviously when we set up the date, ensuring that people are safe at the dates. Because you hear horror stories, right? Not to say this, but I am going to say this. Someone close to me in my family recently passed away because he committed suicide. He met somebody on a dating application and never met the person face to face, just messaging the entire time, and ended up getting $1 million out.
Wow.
Right? Just off of messaging.
Right.
And he ended up going broke. And I get the stress of everything, took his own life. So that's just part of many issues that are related to the person right now, right? So I think with us, ensuring that we have those steps in place to make sure that people, they're all who they say they are.
Right.
And then also ensuring that we make it convenient for the members to where they don't have to worry about planning and messaging and playing that game that we play every day out in the open. And let us do the work for you. Let us set you up at a place where you know you're going to be safe at. You have all the safety precautions where you can check in. The family can monitor you. You have 911 features. Let us do everything for you. And I think you get that when you're with a matchmaking company.
Right.
But who wants to pay $8,000, $15,000 for a match? I wouldn't, right? But I wanted to make it cost affordable for people to date the correct way, and also bring people who are sick of just meeting people and they don't have any intentions of dating, right? And get the serious people on the application that really want to be with someone for the rest of their life.
Well, I definitely applaud your efforts.
Thank you.
You know, I met my husband on a blind date, and so it's worked out well so far. So there is hope. Let's get into the weeds of it all. So once someone's matched, how long does it take for them to go through the process?
So once they're matched, we send out a notification to both users a week in advance.
Okay.
Obviously, you're going to say yes to that because that's your match. We're planning it for you. There's no more options. We're taking options away from the game, right? That's kind of where we're at with plans. It's too many options. So this is your option here. This is the only one you have. We've lined you up based on your availability. So right now, it's just you being informed of the time and place where it's at, and you get to see the compatibility features of the other person.
Okay.
So you'll be notified in a week. And then 48 hours, you can cancel up to 48 hours before the date. Okay. Once you hit 48 hours, that date's locked in because then we prepay the date through your membership. So you don't have to come out of pocket anything once you get to the establishment. It's already paid for. All you need to do is just have a great time, eat, check in with the safety software that we have, and then check out when you're done. And that's goes to anybody, us and your family members. We want you to concentrate on the experience and learning how to be in real life and meet people in real life and talk in real life and eat and date.
Love that. I love that. So all the experiences are curated.
Yes. Right? So the algorithm, based on your preferences, what you like to do for a first date or just dates in general, right? It can be dinner, it can be a movie, it could be whatever it is that you want to be based on the tiers that we have. But they're curated to you, and they're curated to both of you. So when you match you, the match is supposed to be the same thing that you both would like to do.
Okay. Well, with that in mind, how do you measure success for the users, for the members? How do you see that?
The platform was designed so that you go on 6 dates with one person. Because studies show that if you do 6 dates with one person, you end up getting married to that person. We know that you're going to run through some hoops and hurdles, probably through some dates. We did that, right? So my goal is that your first date is the person you date for the next 5 days after that. Now, real life says that may not happen. Maybe it's after 2 dates. But here's what I don't want to happen. I don't want you just to go from date to date to date to date. If you get to do 2 dates on our platform and it didn't work out after the second date, I'm going to tell you to pause for it. And there's a feature that we're going to implement, courtesy of you, where you're going to have to see a relationship coach and figure out why you're not being a good dater on our platform. The problem is we're turning people into bad daters that just want to date and date. That's so true. So I want to change, you call it generational curses, right?
Right.
That's a big thing. We don't really realize that. Hurt people. And so I want to stop people from hurting people that don't have the same intentions as you. So my goal always is find your love, go through 6 dates. I hope you get married. We have some other options for you if you do find love on the platform. But I think the biggest parts of this is having safeguards to protect everybody else.
Right. Okay, so you said multiple dates. So your members, they can date 3 people at one time, or
No.
What kind of strategies?
I'm on camera. I was about to say something. So the way it works is every member gets 3 dates a month.
Okay.
Now, you have an option. You go on your first date. You're going to come back to us and say, you either want to continue dating that person or you want to move on to the next.
Okay.
If you say that this person's not a fit for you, then you got to tell us why. I don't want you to say X marks the box and you don't want to do it again. That's not going to work. So you have to give us, we have a questionnaire that we built. You're going to tell us why you want to date them. Now, if everything aligns, fine. I'll give you that first one, okay? Now, let's say the date goes well.
Right.
I would like for you to continue dating that person on our platform. You've already paid for it. Let us do the work to send you out on that date with that person. And that way you don't have to worry about, well, when am I going to see this person again? Now, that's not going to stop you from texting the person outside of the application, right? Because I hope we all know there's no messaging inside of the application. You don't have to worry about that. But we want you to go through us because our job is to make sure with all the venues and everybody that we have on our platform from a restaurant standpoint, we want to curate these dates for you. That's our investment to you. So I want you to continue dating the same person. But again, first one don't work out, okay, that's cool. Second one don't work out, we may have a problem. So we'll figure that out.
All right. Well, you are definitely changing the landscape of traditional dating. You're adding a lot of innovative technology, which I think your members will appreciate. Definitely, I wish I had that years ago, but everything has worked out so far with the blind date. But we're coming to a close. Is there anything else you want to share? We'll walk the room and see if any of our members have questions.
Honestly, the only thing I will say is I appreciate everybody who's on the beta platform. You have taught us a lot, and we've gone through a lot, and we're getting better. And you're going to be blown away by what's to come here within this month, next month. I appreciate your patience, and I'm going to take care of it. I think everything when it comes to an application or dating or whatever it is, a business, the business is about the customer. It's not about me or anybody that works at Soulstice. Our job is to take care of you, and I want to make sure that you understand that my only goal with this company is to ensure that we build a better environment for you. And it's taken us a little bit of time because it has to be what it needs to be. I can't just roll out something for the sake of it, right? I can tell Sean, he's sitting over here in the sidelines right now, but just throwing something at the wall and hoping it sticks is not going to work. If you do it, you got to do it right. And that's why a lot of dating applications have failed because they don't take time. They just want to throw it out and see what's going to work for the people and what they're going to come out to. But I want this to last. I want this to be the only thing that people use in the future. And I don't know if that's really going to happen, but I'm going to do my damnedest to try and make sure it works. But thank you for your business. Thank you for coming to our events. We will do more events. I know it hasn't been perfect, but you're going to like what's coming next. So thank you.